Hello, and welcome back to Alpha English Learning. We're so happy you've joined us today.
Absolutely, Emily. We're your hosts, Mark and Emily, and this is the place where we make learning English feel natural, easy, and fun.
That's right. Our goal is to help you build your confidence, one simple conversation at a time. We talk about real-life topics, using everyday language that you can actually use.
And today, we're going to have a nice long chat about something we all share, our daily lives. We'll walk through a whole day, from morning to night, sharing our own habits and routines.
We'll use clear, practical sentences and repeat useful words naturally. Just relax, listen, and imagine you're having a coffee with friends.
Perfect. So let's start at the very beginning, the morning. Emily, what's the first thing you do when your alarm goes off?
Oh, I am not a morning person at all, Mark. I usually wake up around 7:30. I do not jump out of bed immediately. I just lie there for a few minutes.
Really? You just lie in bed? I am the complete opposite. My alarm rings at 6:15 and I get up right away. I cannot stay in bed once I'm awake.
That is so disciplined. I need those quiet moments. After a few minutes, I finally sit up. Then I always drink a big glass of water. It is so important to hydrate your body first thing in the morning.
I agree 100%. Hydration is key. I also drink water immediately. I keep a bottle right next to my bed. After the water, my next step is very simple. I go straight to the bathroom.
Me too. The bathroom routine is essential. I brush my teeth very thoroughly. I also wash my face with cold water. That cold water feels amazing. It really wakes me up properly.
Yes, the cold water is a game changer. It shocks the system in a good way. After washing my face, I sometimes do a few quick stretches. Nothing fancy, just some arm circles and touching my toes.
That is a wonderful habit. I should try that. My morning is usually too slow for exercise. My focus is on getting ready. I then go to my closet and choose my clothes for the day. This can take me a few minutes.
I plan my clothes the night before. I lay everything out on a chair, so in the morning I do not have to think. I just get dressed quickly. It saves a lot of time and mental energy.
That is so smart. I am not that organized. After getting dressed, I head to the kitchen. I cannot function without breakfast. It is my favorite meal of the day. What about you, Mark? Do you eat breakfast?
I never ever skip breakfast. It fuels my whole morning. My go-to breakfast is usually something fast. I often make scrambled eggs with some toast. Sometimes I have Greek yogurt with fruit and honey.
That sounds delicious and healthy. I like something similar. I often make oatmeal with bananas and cinnamon. On busier days, I just grab a piece of fruit and a protein bar. The important thing is to eat something.
Absolutely. While I eat, I usually check my phone. I look at my calendar to see my meetings. I also quickly scan my emails. I do not reply to them yet. I just see what needs my attention later.
I do something like that too. I review my to-do list for the day. I use a little notebook. I write down my 3 most important tasks. It helps me feel focused and less stressed.
That is a fantastic method. It creates clarity. Okay, after breakfast, I clean my dishes right away. I hate a messy kitchen. Then I grab my bag, my keys, and my lunch. I am ready to head out the door.
My process is a bit longer because I work from home often. So after breakfast, I make another cup of tea. I carry it to my home office desk. I turn on my computer and organize my workspace.
That must be a nice, calm transition. For me, the commute is my transition time. I listen to podcasts or some music. It helps me shift my mind into work mode before I even arrive at the office.
That's a great way to use that time. So let's move into the middle of the day. The afternoon can be tricky. How do you stay productive after lunch, Mark?
The afternoon is a challenge for everyone, I think. My mornings are for deep work. I schedule my important meetings and difficult tasks before noon. After lunch, I feel a bit slower.
I know that feeling very well. The post-lunch slump is real. I often feel a little tired around 2 or 3 p.m. To fight it, I make sure my lunch is not too heavy. A big salad or a light sandwich is perfect for me.
Same here. A heavy meal makes me want to take a nap at my desk, so light lunch is the rule. Also, I always take a short break in the afternoon.
Even just 5 minutes away from the screen makes a big difference.
What do you do on your break? I try to get some fresh air. I walk outside around my building. I do not look at my phone. I just walk and look at the trees and the sky. It clears my head completely.
That sounds lovely. My break is often just making a fresh cup of coffee. Sometimes I chat with a colleague for a few minutes about non-work things. That social interaction recharges me a lot.
Human connection is so important. After my walk, I feel refreshed. I then tackle smaller, easier tasks. I answer emails, make phone calls, or do some planning. I save the creative work for when my energy is high in the morning.
That is a very effective strategy. I do similar things. The late afternoon is for follow-ups and administrative work. I try to finish all my must-do tasks by 5:30. I do not like to leave things hanging for the next day.
Discipline is your superpower, Mark. I finish my core work by around 5 p.m., but since I'm at home, the line can blur, so I have a firm rule. At 5:30, I close my laptop. I pretend I am leaving an office.
That is a brilliant rule. Creating that boundary is essential. Okay, the workday is over. Evening time. This is my time to unwind and relax. What is the first thing you do in the evening, Emily?
The first thing is to change my clothes. I take off my work clothes and put on something super comfortable, loose pants and a soft t-shirt. That simple act tells my brain that work is finished.
I love that ritual. For me, it's taking off my shoes. As soon as I walk in the door, the shoes come off. It is a small thing, but it symbolizes leaving the outside world behind.
Exactly. It's all about signals. Next, I think about dinner. I am not a fancy cook. I like simple, home-cooked meals. I might make a big pot of soup, a stir-fry, or just some pasta with a good sauce.
Cooking is actually my way to relax. I enjoy the process. I put on some music and chop vegetables. It feels meditative. My girlfriend and I usually cook together. We talk about our day while we prepare the food.
That sounds like a perfect evening routine. Sharing the cooking and the conversation is wonderful. After dinner, I always wash the dishes immediately. I cannot relax if the kitchen is messy. It only takes 10 minutes.
We are the same. A clean kitchen equals a calm mind. After cleaning up, the real relaxation begins. My favorite thing is to watch an episode of a good series, something funny or exciting, nothing too serious.
I like to watch TV sometimes too, but more often I prefer to read. I love getting lost in a good novel. Or sometimes I just call my family or a friend to catch up. How do you spend the rest of your evening?
It depends on the day. Some nights I might work on a personal project, like learning a new skill online. Other nights I just play video games. It is a fun way to turn off my brain completely.
That's a good balance. I think it's important to have both productive hobbies and pure fun. As it gets later, I start my wind-down routine. Around 9 p.m., I make a cup of herbal tea. Chamomile or peppermint is my favorite.
Tea is a great idea. I usually stop drinking coffee after 4 p.m. In the evening, I might have some decaf tea or just warm water with lemon. I also try to put my phone away at least an hour before bed.
That phone rule is gold. The blue light from screens is terrible for sleep. I leave my phone charging in another room. I use an old-fashioned alarm clock. It helps me disconnect completely.
I need to try that. My last activity is always reading. Not on a tablet, but a physical book. Even just 15-20 pages makes my eyes tired in a good way. I am usually asleep by 10:30.
I aim for the same bedtime. Consistency is so important for good sleep. Before I sleep, I take a moment to think. I think about one good thing that happened during the day. It ends the day on a positive note.
That is a beautiful practice, Emily. Gratitude is powerful. I just make sure my alarm is set for the next morning, and then I try to quiet my mind and drift off.
And that is a full day, from the slow morning to the busy afternoon to the calm evening. We all have different details, but the structure is similar. The key is to find routines that make you feel good and in control. Well said. Routines are not about being rigid. They are about creating helpful habits that support your life. They reduce stress because you don't have to make a million small decisions every day. Exactly. We hope listening to our conversation gave you some useful ideas. Maybe you heard a new word or a phrase you liked. Try to use it when you talk about your own day.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us on Alpha English Learning.
Remember, practice is everything. Talk about your daily life in English, even if it's just to yourself.
Keep learning, keep practicing, and be kind to yourself. Every small step counts. We'll see you next time for another great conversation.
Bye for now.
Goodbye.